Hey, I'm Ryan,
I'm Andrew.
and we're doing an instant trailer review of Beautiful Creatures, the trailer that came out very recently.
Today.
It's based on the novel by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stahl, very popular novel, and it is directed by Richard LaGravenese, who is a really good writer.
Yeah.
He wrote a movie called The Fisher King
Yeah.
a while ago.
And Little Princess.
Yeah,
which
and he
is
also
amazing.
at the Sundance Institute back in like '96. He worked a lot with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
That's a plus in my book.
Just initial opinions. I think the trailer's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Heck of a lot.
yeah.
For once, I like a trailer.
Yeah. No, I think it's. I mean, it caught my interest. It has a really, really cool cast. Too.
Yeah. A cast of just people I really like.
Yeah, and again, Richard LaGravenese is a considerable writer, so it's kind of exciting.
We all
I actually haven't heard anything about these
In the
books.
last year.
before.
Neither had I until I had seen this.
three different schools.
First off the bat, Emma Thompson
Every one of them schools they
speaking.
Monster of
So
an
like immediately I'm interested.
Yeah.
Um,
Her accent's a bit thick. I don't think it's inappropriate.
no,
I think it's
no.
probably very
That's
appropriate.
a great screenshot too.
Yeah.
And also right before this, that's Alden Ehrenreich,
Yeah.
who is in Tetro.
I love Tetro. It's the best thing Coppola's done in quite a long time, probably since Dracula. And where's this kid been since then?
Apparently, he was in Francis Ford Coppola's new movie Twixt,
Oh,
which
yeah.
hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
So
I
that's-
really liked him. He's a fascinating kid. He's really great at Tetro.
yeah, and the main character here, Lena, is played by Alice Englert.
Yeah.
who actually
doesn't have a lot of credits.
No,
right?
not a lot. It's kind of early on for her, so that's always really exciting.
Yeah, and that was
And that
the
was a really quick
Project
shot.
X kid, the Thomas. What was his name? Thomas something or something
Yeah,
Thomas.
yeah, he was the protagonist of Project X. Todd Phillips produced film.
See, one other thing that I like about this movie, and it might be a bad thing
About
for
the
me.
trailer.
About the
We haven't seen
trailer,
the
yeah.
movie.
We haven't seen the movie. But anything that takes place in Louisiana and the Bayou States and like the New Orleans area,
Yeah.
I love that area so
Yeah.
much. Even the Skeleton Key, I'll watch it. Just
Yeah, it
because-
kind of lends itself to a really, really cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
And also, it kind of can play into that Southern Gothic kind of
Yeah.
feel, which I really, really like.
Totally.
And this involves some kind of supernatural things, which I
really am.
I think is really cool.
Yeah.
That's Viola Davis, who was in Doubt a few years ago, and she was also in The Help.
Our language can't explain all the things.
That's her right there.
So is this interesting?
Ours will be
Yeah.
framed free to the light of the dark.
So, I mean, there right there is Emmy Rossum. Who
Yeah.
You may recognize from the Phantom of the Opera adaptation.
Mystic River.
Mystic
Yeah.
River for a very short amount of time. And she was also in the Dragon Ball adaptation. She's in Showtime Shameless.
Forgot about that Dragon Ball.
Yeah, she was.
She goes
She
Don't-
takes off her clothes a lot in
You shut
Shameless.
her out too?
You think
I've not
she's a
seen
good girl
Shameless.
now.
I've seen a few of them.
Just those ones.
Just those for some reason.
So Florence and the Machine is playing right now.
It's interesting.
Always a plus as well.
Yeah, I love that band. It's
Yeah, so
choice.
let's talk a little bit about this sequence.
It's like a drag me to hell moment.
Yeah, it does. Our trivia crack team found out that this was shot practically. That's not CGI. They
Really?
actually built a spinning set.
That's cool.
So that's really rad, and it looks really cool. It looks cool in like
I kind of
like
I'm interested in the books now a little bit.
yeah.
A little
It kind
more,
of it
actually.
reminds me of like that shot specifically. Reminds me of the Haunted Mansion, the Disney attraction,
Oh,
not
yeah.
not the film starring Eddie Murphy. But anything like that, instantly I respond to.
Yeah,
and I think it's
yeah.
really cool.
It kind of gives a feel of what Del Toro wanted to do with his Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that we'll never get to see.
And that's Civil War or something.
I mean, we don't know.
It just looks great.
what's happening.
just
Yes,
looks very interesting.
this shot to me is genius. Whatever's happening, I find it fascinating.
Yeah.
So
I believe that we have one fate and no choice.
So odd line to end on. It's a bit sappy. But okay.
yeah, but I mean, you have to understand that they're playing to an audience.
Oh, totally. Totally.
And honestly, this not being on my radar at all, really surprised at
Same
how much
here.
I like the trailer.
I didn't know anything about this until today, until the movie trailer
Yeah.
premiered.
So I'm excited. I'll be there. I'll be there when this movie is released on February
Sweet.
13th.
Let's talk about the trailer just as a whole. Like, what sort of things like appeal to you, Andrew? Like, why is this trailer?
Well, I mean, like it seems to have a very interesting aesthetic of just the way Emma Thompson's voice or accents plays out. It seems almost like a caricature. Like it seems to be of a certain tone that's
Yeah.
more playful, and it reminds me of a Little Princess, like
Which
he wrote.
He wrote, yeah. So that's really cool. Just for me, I think it's great. It doesn't give too much away, but it just kind of makes me really interested. All I understand is that there's supernatural elements, and that people in the town are not happy about it. And that's like
that was the
modern day.
premise.
If there's a modern day witch hunt in a movie, like sign me up. Like I'll
That
see
was the
it.
premise of Paranorman, and I like that movie.
Oh
a
my
whole
god,
heck
it
of
was
a lot.
amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's just so many things that really appeal to me. The cast is really exciting. We forgot to mention Jeremy Irons is in there.
Yeah, right off of the words,
Yeah. So
which wasn't very good.
I mean, that's what an Oscar-nominated screenwriter will attract.
Yeah,
Good cast.
It's funny that there are the top of the E in Beautiful Creatures isn't connected to anything.
That's true. It's floating out there in space, perhaps magically. So,
Perhaps.
please let us know what
And
you
that little
think.
dot
We know
above
that
the
we know that there's fans of the books out there. So comment below.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll be commenting back to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
But overall, thumbs up from me.
Yeah, I had no idea about this. Thumbs up for me too.
Nice little surprise. So I'm Ryan.
I'm Andrew.
See you later.